I bet you're wondering how I got here. Well, that makes two of us. I woke up in New York, in the middle of an icy blizzard and a storm that wasn't too forgiving. Shelter was the first thing on my mind, so I immediately started searching for a good spot to get warm and ward off these dropping temperatures. The storm was intensifying, and not only that, I could hear the infected howling below. I was in no condition to fight, so I immediately built a fire and decided to warm up some victuals and wait out this storm. The storm went on for hours. Although it was bright and sunny today, the temperature was drastically dropping in New York. Today will officially be a rough day. I'm heading deeper into the city to gather some much-needed supplies to survive the now cold streets of New York. I heard the World Trade Center and the surrounding areas are good spots to check out, but it's the home of the infected survivors. Those powerful zombie soldiers guarding some high-end supplies. Supplies that I will need on my journey. I gotta play this one smart and not make too much fuss in the area. Because I know there are other survivors out there, just like that bear, who wouldn't think twice about ending my New York journey. I spotted some medical tents and a heli crash. This is a survivor's dream. But the place was crawling with the living dead. There was also signs that another survivor had recently been in the area. There were dead zombie soldiers in the streets. I gotta keep this quiet, but I need that heli crash. I got some bare essentials and started heading west towards the coast. But not before I was really attacked by Robert, He clearly was upset about his friend I knifed earlier. I think I made too much noise, so I moved out of the area quickly. Night was falling, and it seemed like a storm was coming in. My buddy told me that New York storms should not be taken lightly. This was some serious lightning that was occurring. It made me think that taking cover was now a priority. You know, Livonia didn't have storms like this. This situation was clearly turning for the worse. These storms were powerful in New York, especially this one. The lightning strikes were violently striking the ground. To be honest, I got scared. I searched for a boat with no luck and accepted my fate. I would have to swim if I wanted to get there. You know, to see the Statue of Liberty. So I headed to the coast with all my collected goodies, set my sights on an abandoned ship, and enjoyed the sunset as I froze in New York's waters. I made it to the abandoned ship. There was not much to see here. However, it was a great spot to take in some victuals and warm my body a bit. I needed to swim more to get to the Statue of Liberty. But first, I needed to get to the next island, which is Governor's Island. I heard this island was a bit, let's say, toxic. After warming up a bit and filling my belly, I dove back in for part 2 of my swim. Governor's Island was next. Wait, is that a heli crash? Against my better judgment, I'm gonna head towards the crash, and hopefully I'll find some better supplies. I looted Governor's Island quickly, and a quick look at the map was necessary at this time. Hopefully it can set me on course to the Statue of Liberty. According to my map, the Statue of Liberty should be right across these waters. So without hesitation, I headed out to the next island. There she goes. She is a sight to see. I made it. I really made it. I overcame the freezing temperatures, deadly storms, and navigated a new land just to see this piece of beauty that still remains. New York is the city of dreamers. Unfortunately, bliss did not last long. While looting the Statue of Liberty and the surrounding area, you guessed it, another powerful storm rolled up on the coastline. I knew I had to make it back inside before I was struck by lightning. I barely made it through the last storm. That one gave me an unexpected nap. I can only imagine a storm of this caliber. And it didn't help that me being let's say a loot goblin, was slowing me down. But I made it. At least I think I made it. So I got inside and I immediately took cover and waited as a storm rocked the foundation of the Statue of Liberty. After my forced nap, I got back on my feet. I was hurt this time, but couldn't stay long. Those that stay moving survive the longest in these lands. I don't know how long the storm knocked me out, but had me in a bad way right now. I headed towards the coast to find a spot to get myself together. I wouldn't be able to continue to travel in this condition. Half of the island had a dangerous gas filling the air, slimming down my options for a safe spot to hunker down. I had to risk exposure due to the gas, and I found a spot with a good view of my surroundings while I burned a fire. A much needed fire to warm up and to heal. As the night approached, I pondered about my next adventure. New York City, the city that never sleeps, and I want to see it all, even if that means death in my near future.